Hi, what can I do for you? Yeah, all you need to do is just grab four of these slips and a pen, and then turning in your first round will be signing in. You betcha. Hey, how are you?
Is this the dumb statue you're giving out today? Nice. I still have the band.
Why is so hot? Can you hear that? Like it's picking up a lot. Turn it down a little bit. Rounds on five. Four rounds today. Hey, Hunter, we're up and going. Yes, yes. I know it's because it was simpleton. I'm a simple boy with simple needs.
Great. On the table. I'm pulling on the Good. Compete as a table, you just need one hand.
Yeah, everybody turns them in. Otherwise, it'd be kind of weird if everybody turned one in.
That's true.
But
With
it's
differing opinions,
it's a
can solve.
yeah, exactly. That's part of the work, right?
Uh,
Good evening, everyone. Welcome down to Cranky Sam. We're going to get started with trivia here in just a minute. If you'd like to play along, come on up and grab four slips and a pen. That's all you got to do. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes.
one hand.
Like blow up the bar.
We'll see. No,
Good. Let's not.
probably not. It is one of my main money makers. So,
Sheila.
oh my gosh, thank you. Plus, they give me beer, so can't be that bad.
Our buddy, former players, Bill passed away. So I wanted to show you they had a night celebration for him.
Yes.
All right. He had bookshelves, all third place prizes.
Recognize all these. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
That's great. I'm good.
He would not let him go. I mean, he just said, "Oh, I have a shelf for him and everything."
Dumbest shit.
I know. I couldn't believe it, but yeah,
He was a real good guy.
he was a real-
He's been kicked around for a few years now.
yeah, yeah, like
It's
90,
been- when did he pass it?
couple weeks ago.
Just get us there.
Yeah, he's
That's cool. Thanks for
Yeah, I
sharing that.
appreciate it.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Alrighty, folks, this is your last call to come grab trivia slips and a pen. We'll start here in less than a minute. Last call to grab slips. Alrighty, folks, if it's your first time down or it's been a while, go ahead and check out those screens. Here's the basics for tonight. We'll have 4 rounds of 10 questions each question worth 1 point. And you can star one of your rounds that will double your points for that round. So if you get 8 correct and circle the star in the top right of your sheet, you will get 16 points for that. You can only use it once, so use it wisely. We also won't do any repeats down here, so take some notes. Plan on taking notes on the back of a different sheet or off to the right side. I'll give you a countdown before I move on. And prizes tonight. First place, as always, is a $30 drink card. Second place, $20. Third place is a very stupid prize, which tonight is it's like 2 firemen rescuing a baby. Which I know you have a shelf full of crap that would really need these 2 firemen. One of them has kind of a sexy daddy mustache. The other one, a little twinkish for me. But that could be yours if you do well, but not too well down here tonight. Also, we have an even stupider prize for the best team name, whichever one makes me giggle the most. Go, you'll get something even stupider than a twink and zaddy fireman. Let's go ahead and check out those rules tonight. We only have 4 of them, so please follow them. First of all, no cell phones out during rounds at all. Keep them away. Also have a 6-person team limit. If you have more than 6, that's fine. I just need you to write it at the top of your first answer sheet. You can still play, you just can't win our craptastic prizes. Also ask you to keep your answers quiet. Don't shout it out. Keep it secret. Keep them safe. And last but not least, remember, this is just trivia. By definition, none of this is life or death information. So don't get all pissy with me. I'm on the edge. Let's start off with round number 1, presidential queries. I know it's not topical at all, is it? I've been living under a rock. La 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 la. All right, we'll have 10 questions about commanders in chief. So make sure you write your team name at the top, and let's dive into round number 1. Question number 1. The White House's first website went online in October 1994 during the term of what presidente? All right, we'll give you about 10 more seconds. So if you need to take some notes, take some now. We'll be moving on in 10 seconds. Which president spent the shortest amount of time in office? And again, because there's been some repeat presidents, please be specific when necessary. There's more than one of them. You need to tell me which one. Ten seconds. Take some notes if you need to. Question number 3 in presidential queries. What did Richard Nixon add to the White House so he could practice his favorite pastime at home? Ten seconds. Take some notes if you need to. Moving on to question number 4 in presidential queries. What executive branch facility was originally called High Catoctin and later Shangri-La before getting its current name from Eisenhower? Ten seconds. Question number 5. In 1934, Woodrow Wilson appeared on what monetary bill? The highest denomination ever issued by the U.S. federal government. Give me the value of said bill. 10 seconds. Question number 6. Which president implemented a policy of United States dominance in the Western Hemisphere, which now shares his name? I could say implemented and initiated. For name of the president, not the policy. Again, the word implemented could be initiated as well. And you have 10 seconds. Question number 7. Which president was known by the Secret Service code name Rawhide? Ten seconds. I'm starting to dig a little deeper here. How about number 8? Serving as president from 1909 to 1913, who went on to become Chief Justice of the Supreme Court in 1921, the only president to do so. I can be specific if necessary, please. Ten seconds. Question number 9. Until recently, who was the only president to leave the White House and return for a second term 4 years later, being the 22nd and 24th President of the United States? Ten seconds. And finally, question number 10. You got some options here. Other than Abraham Lincoln and JFK, name 3 sitting presidents who died while in office. I just need 3 from you. How about tens? Give you some extra time. And that's going to do it for round number one. I'll give you 2 minutes starting right now to check over all of your answers and get all your slips turned in upside down in front of the computer, please. 2 minutes starting now.
Hold on really quick. You know the team I play with sometimes?
Oh God, is that the creepy collecting stupid shit?
Just work.
Just being like, I'm weird.
Scoring, sir.
Actually, thank you. Oh,
You're good.
that last one's going to take a second. Okay. 1 minute down, 1 minute left, folks. Get all those slips turned in. Don't be late.
It's a bookend?
Yeah. I don't know. Usually bookends.
Oh, you're right.
So it's just a dumb.
Statue.
It's just a dumb statue.
Actually, this is Jesus.
Alrighty, folks. This is last call for slips. You are over time. Get them up. Get them up. Get them up. I'll get these scored as quickly as possible. Get you some answers and move on to round number two. Oh, please, thank you for not following directions. Kids these days. Is that
You look different tonight.
shaved?
I mean, that's why. You're also not wearing a cowboy.
Oh, make it like you look. That was a cute little costume.
She's little past.
Cute little costume.
What was the first roundabout in the States?
Weird, like weird presidential facts. It's like who died in office and what other weird shit happened. He didn't miss much. We're gonna take another seat up, please. I'll be chucking them down tonight. It's one of those nights.
Grab a new card. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, get your poop in. Get your poop in the group.
Stop here. I'm changing my name.
You rebel. All righty, folks. Thank you for your patience. Let's check those answers to round number 1. The first White House website was under Mr. Bill Clinton. Somebody said Jimmy Carter, and I'm guessing they were born in the mid to late 90s. Shortest time spent in the office was good old William Henry Harrison. He died in 30 days. Weirdly, the only president trained in medicine got sick from not wearing a hat and died of pneumonia. Classics. Old Tricky Dick moved something to the White House, a bowling alley. It's actually just one lane, but still, you take bowling alley. Hi, Catoctin and Shangri-La were the former names of Camp David. Camp David. Officially, it is a military seat, but since the president is commander-in-chief, it also counts as an executive site. Did I look that up just in case some of you pedantic assholes came at me? Sure did. Woodrow Wilson appeared on the highest denomination of U.S. dollars ever, and it was $100,000. I think he might have been compensating for something. Like the fact that nobody had that much money then. President implemented that policy where the U.S. was like, this is all ours. It was James Monroe from the Monroe Doctrine. By the way, I did take somebody who put his first name incorrectly, and I took somebody that wrote Monroe Doctrine instead of James Monroe. But that's it on the freebies, kiddos. Get your poop in a group. Trying to be kind here when the demon inside me wants to come screeching out. So don't press me tonight. And Tom, a few more beers in. The Secret Service code name Rawhide was Reagan. Not a big surprise. As the fakest of the cowboy presidents. The only president to serve as president and come back and serve on the Supreme Court was Taft. He also did not get stuck in a bathtub. I may or may not have gone down that rabbit hole. People just love to make fun of him because people are mean. Until recently, ahem, cough, cough, cough. We were looking for the 22nd president, Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland. And finally, maybe a little ray of hope in our lives here. There's been many presidents who didn't make it through their full term, including Abraham Lincoln, JFK, and not by assassination, I'm just saying. The other one was Harrison, as mentioned. Taylor, Garfield, McKinley, Harding, and FDR. Lachie made some other guesses. Polk was a really common guess. He made it all the way through, but then he left the office and died of cholera like a month later. Sorry, Polk. Anyway, let's check your score and see how you did after round 1. If you see a score for a round that's in bold, that team decided to use their star. So you'll see where those teams are sitting. Moving to New Zealand, I appreciate your efforts, but you're going to need to do a lot better at trivia to pay for that very expensive plane ticket. And here we are at the top of the list. 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey, currently in first place with 8 points. Recrudescence, that one is 16 points. And last call to grab slips is 12 points in third place. Usually I would pick some kind of dumb name. You guys didn't give me a ton of great options, always a boo to you. But tonight I would like to give our best team name to Bill City Slickers. Where are you guys at? Bill has been coming down to my trivia. Came down to my trivia for like 9 years. He just passed a couple of weeks ago. But they said at his remembrance, he had all sorts of dumbass third place prizes up on his shelf. So I'm giving you guys I will play for Gumbo, Macaw, and the lobster playing the marimba there. So, R.I.P. Bill, what a sweet guy. Usually when you see somebody that old, they're going to be crotchety, and he was fantastic. All righty, folks. Let's dive in now let's move on to round number 2, something completely different here. And it's going to be a good old random round. 10 random questions about 10 random things. Let's go. And go. Question number 1 in random. M&M's Fruit Chews eventually became what popular candy? And seconds. Take some notes if you need to. Question number 2 in random round. What U.S. state is home to Acadia National Park? And seconds. Next one. Question number 3 in random here. Name for another singer. What was Taylor Swift's first song to chart on the Billboard Hot 100? Make sure to keep your guesses quiet, please, especially if you have a loud, cackly theater voice. Yeah, you too. And if you're making guesses, let's keep them really quiet so we don't ruin it for other people, okay? I can hear you. They can too. They can hear you, though. 10 seconds. Do your best. I know it's obnoxious. Question number 4 in random. What globally dreaded disease did the World Health Organization declare eradicated in 1980? And seconds. Question number 5. You only get one sports ball question from me each week. So here it is. What number does every Major League Baseball player wear on April 15th? 10 seconds. Question number 6. What is the meaning of FN on a computer keyboard key? What does FN stand for on your computer? Keyboard key. Ten seconds. Question number 7. What date is St. Patrick's Day? Most alcoholics do, honey. It's okay. Ten seconds. Question number 8. Running slightly counter to a prize given annually in his name, who invented dynamite? Ten seconds. Two more here in our random round. Question number 9. What member state of the EU uses the currency zloty instead of the euro? Ten seconds. And finally, this one is a nod to some old school folks and some of you younger folks. One or the other here. What Ernestine the Operator actor voiced Miss Frizzle on the children's TV series Magic School Bus? Who was Miss Frizzle? Good. How are you? Do you like the Ernestine the Operator? I threw it in for you guys. I mean, I know it too, but like, I don't think school bus people know it. You know? Well, that's 10 seconds. And just like that, round number 2 is done. I'll give you 2 minutes starting right now to get those slips turned in. Check over your answers. Don't come up to me and be like, oh, you knew what I meant. No, write what you mean.
All right, here you go, beautiful.
Thank you, darling. We'll have 1 minute down. You have 1 more minute to get all your slips turned in. Please don't be late.
Thanks for that. That was sweet.
Oh God, of course, yeah. Sound right there, Ruby. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And about 20 seconds left. 20 seconds. Last call for all slips, please.
Well, you know, like us, like
Oh,
us all.
I sure do.
Like us all.
I sure do. I think she had last call for slips. All slips should be up by now. Just a reminder as you look at these slides as we have between rounds, remember there's all sorts of fun stuff going down here at Crankies. So come on now, lots of free music. Bingo's been getting crazy. Up to like $500 pots sometimes at bingo. It's a crazy. That's on Tuesdays.
Love you. I just have to go. When it's you, Mark.
Touch base. All righty, friends. Again, thank you for your patience. We officially have 21 teams tonight. That's 210 questions for me to answer and to look up some of your very stupid guesses just in case I missed something. They never turn out, but it's kind of part of my damn job. So here we are, M&M's Fruit Chews. A lot of you guessed Skittles, which was such a great guess, but it was Starburst. Starburst. Skittles are owned by M&M Mars, but they never were called Fruit Chews. Most of you guessed Skittles. It's fine. Don't feel too bad. even though shame. These are vital questions about survival in our world. Acadia's in Maine. Maine has a state park. I get harassed. Why don't you do a whole Taylor Swift round? I'm like, because most people don't give a fuck. But I'll throw in a few questions. My name is Tim McGraw. I got nothing against her. I'm just saying, like, we're not doing the whole round of all days. I'm not on the Tim McGraw, back when she did country. That globally dreaded disease, a lot of people guess stuff that is still constantly happening all over the place. We're looking for smallpox, the smallest of the pox. And for all you sports ball fans, you got this. Some of you guys were close and just so not on it. They all wear number 42 for Jackie Robinson Day, celebrating the integration of one of the whitest sports by a single black man. On your computer keyboard, the FN, there were some fairly interesting guesses, I'll be honest. It just means function for some reason. Represents function. So this is what I was talking about after the first round. A lot of people gave me just a single number. And I was asking for the date. So you do need to be specific. Some of you guys are going to lose some points for your lack of specificity, but that's just trivia and how it works. Looking for March 17th. March. Again, two different teams just put the 17th, and I'm like, that's great, but like, let's just be a little nerdier, just for a second. I give you 2 minutes to look them over. This one also, I had to take some people off. I was looking for the who invented it, not the prize. I was looking for Alfred Nobel. If you put the Nobel Peace Prize, that was what I was alluding to, but not what you were being asked about. Do I get a sheer thrill out of being a pedantic asshole? Yes, I do. That member of the EU, we had 2 people guess New Zealand, which was just funny in 1,000 ways. But it was Poland. Poland has the zloty. EU countries, you say? Botswana. Botswana is my first guess. And last but not least, some of you put her last name wrong, including, I think, this table here, which is Shame. Ernestine, the operator, was on the show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In way back in the 70s. That's Lily Tomlin. Lily Tomlin. And you guys know Lead Strong Enough? You didn't write that down. Yeah. All right, hold on. We got to catch one quick question here, and then we will move on to checking your scores. We'll find out later here. Let's get your scores up for you. And this is after 2 rounds. See how your team did. Tomler.
I spelled it out.
Always check your shorts, of course. Again, if you see a score for a round there in bold, it means the person has used their star that team has. And here we are at the top of the list, taking a nice big jump here is Stupidest Timeline. I can't agree more. With 20, a perfect score, and using their star, moving up to 28. In second place is 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey with 26. And third place currently is C. Diff and the Runs with 24. Alrighty, folks. Our next round is again. All right, folks. We are going to do a photo round now for something completely different here. What are you? Hey, what are you wearing? I'm going to show you a picture of a specific type of clothes. I need you to give me the specifics. None of the answers are shirts. Okay, so none of the answers are belts. Okay, so there are very specific ones. It took a long time trying to find ones that can't be really called anything else. So be as specific as possible. And yeah, let's go try this out. We'll start it off easy here. Don't shout it out just because it's the one you know, though. Starting off with number one. What piece of clothing is this specifically? Seconds.
This one's an easy one.
Moving on to question number two. Again, looking for the specific style. Shirt is not necessarily the answer. What style is this? Besides fashion coward basic bitch.
You know, I'm sure. So like,
We have buttons that just go down to here. Because too many buttons would be too much, and a solid collar would be too much.
my friend Chelsea got me this. It's like, instead of Hawaiian, it's like autumny ducks. And I'm like,
10 seconds. Let's move on to number three. What is that? Hat is not the answer. Nor is hood.
did you ever watch Firefly? I just realized that guy kind of looks like Jane.
The hero of camp, and the man they call 10 seconds.
I was disappointed but not surprised to realize he's just a raging nightmare Republican. Oh, like anti-trans rights is sort of they pumped up the most. I'm like, Jane. Yeah. I know.
Question number four. WTF is that? And if you're a person that knows a few different names for this, use the one that's specifically shown here, not just in general. I know that seems obvious, but I also know you degenerates. 10 seconds. Here's another one going for one of the more basic names. What do we call this article of clothing? Keep your guesses quiet, please, especially if you were trained to talk loud in theater, Sam. If you're torn between some options, let's go for the 60s, 70s popularity ones. If you are one of those people, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 6. These are not pants necessarily. What kind of pants are they? 10 seconds. And let's move on to number 7. The main article of clothing shown in this picture, what do we call those? Ten seconds. And moving on here, this is number 7. I'm sorry, or 8. Sorry, the number to jump. Number 8, not the whole outfit, but that piece that is circled. Is what I'm now realizing is a CGI created person because there's no hose to that hose. And she seems to be holding the other end to her right breast. Ignore that for a second, though. What do you call that middle bit?
Trying to find one that had distinct colors so I could really talk about what it is. Yeah, where's that water coming from?
10 seconds. Number 9. This is not a, well, figure it out. It's there for a reason. It's a specific type of clothing and a specific style. What is it? Ten seconds. Finally, toss a little love to all you fruity cheater people. What do we call these things? Seconds. And just like that, round number 3 is done. Remember, we only have one more round after this. If you haven't used your star yet, consider, is it worth waiting? What you want to go for? Please triple check your answers for spelling and completeness so you don't get that disappointamente. And your 2 minutes started about 30 seconds ago.
There's a thing in there if you need to try. Please.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Folks, about a minute and a half are gone. You have about 30 seconds. Get all your slips in, please.
Too late.
Oh, yeah.
Circle the stars, too late.
What's your team name?
English.
Great. I'll throw you on there. No problem.
And that is time. Last call, last call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Chelsea. Did you look through and see if anybody else put Herta on number 9? I might have marked wrong. I'm taking Herta, and I just realized I should have Herta on there, and I did not. I don't think there was, but it was.
It's good.
I was trying to look up everybody's guesses to make sure. Montessori robe. It's not even seems to be a word.
I was really proud of myself because my initial thought was doting, which I was like, did I just make up a word? Is that something pretend? And I looked it up and I was like, it's not exactly what it is, but it's
No.
close. And I was like, oh, I
Like, you know,
Yeah,
Get there.
I'll take that for power. I mean, it's like, it's just wonder who, why, how would you ever, who would,
Great.
why, and who, like,
Alrighty, folks. Thanks again for your patience. I did try to look up as many different answers that I didn't recognize as possible. Some of them I gave you, some of them I was like, you're just fucking guessing and wasting my time, aren't you? No respect. Kind of the whole point of trivia, don't worry about it. Well, let's start her off hot here. Let's check those answers. As nothing says I was too lazy to learn how to tie ties like wearing a polo tie. Especially when you were born east of the Mississippi. This fashion coward look that works for 1,000 straight men is a Henley. Henley. 2 to 5 buttons, by the way. 2 to 5. Naughty. People put burqa and hijab on this, but this is a balaclava. Both of those other ones have a lot more involvement. While this covers the same part of the area as a shrug because of its laciness and additions, it's something different. That's a bolero jacket. Shrugs are generally made of knitted fabrics. I was ready for that one. This one we should be okay on. Because there's 1,000 different words for like something that ladies wear along their legs. I was looking for culottes. I also took gaucho pants, by the way. Gauchos are pretty popular. I did not take capris because capris tend to have a tight hem at the bottom. Somebody was like, flared capris. I'm like, you mean culottes? Great, cool. Also, I had to be kind of a turd on this one. The amount of you that said riding pants, that's like hat for wearing while you walk around. I was looking for breeches. I also did, though, even though it's not quite correct, did take jodhpurs. Did you guys put jodhpurs? Thing with jodhpurs is they usually go all the way down to the ankle, whereas breeches end just up below the knee. But I gave it to you. Thank you all for giving me a slight thrill in life by saying the nastiest stuff about priests. Some of it was like really nasty, though. This particular robe in general is called a cassock. Cassock. Okay, if you said like the vestments is anything a priest wears, so that would count. Robe, shirt, the robe, don't derobe. We'll figure it out. By the way, if you know more than me about, especially on like this one, my knowledge of stuff comes from reading Memoirs of a Geisha 5 times. Great book, awkward movie. I was looking specifically for an obi. Obi is the tied sash, except that that's not how I pronounce it in my head when I'm reading the book. So, bye. A few people put some other guesses, though. If you know that that's a specific thing, come on up. This one also got a little funky monkey. I was trying to find one that would fit on the screen. That was exactly what we were looking for. I was looking for a Nehru jacket, which even without the sleeves is Nehru. I also took a kurta vest, but somebody else put like some kind of celebration clothes. And I was like, well, anything could be a part of that. And last but not least, here with the theater nerds, at least for me, that's where I learned it. A lot of you all said gators. Gators would cover a similar area, but they're made specifically for protection against weather and water and stuff. These are called spats. They're spatter guards, or known as spats. So again, if your score doesn't look quite right, I did try to check everything I could actually read. You can come on up and talk to me. But otherwise, we should be all good in the hood. Again, it might not be completely accurate, but it's as fair as I can do.
As fair as I can be bothered to hear tonight. Somebody stole my beard. Bring me another one. Just dying of thirst because my life's so hard. Take a seal up, please. Thank you.
So let's check if we go into our final round tonight. Again, always happy to have folks bring stuff up, but you have to be nice about it. Don't come at me being like, I just Googled it, and I don't want that right now. I haven't punched a single person today, and I really want to keep that up. So, actually, I don't. I want to violate that terribly, but here we are. That's some great scores on this round, though, and some middling scores for thank you for you. But as we get up here toward the top of the list, it is still stupidest timeline. Full strong with 38 out of 40 possible points at this point. 50 Shades again off the grade, doing great with 34, and on their tail is Recrudescence with 31 points. It's all going to come down to this final round then. So, dab your pencils on your disgusting tongues. Get focused in. Let's go to round number 4. By the way, this sounds way more complicated than it is, so don't panic. You know this, but what about this? I'm simply going to give you like a fact that you probably already know, and then ask you a question adjacent to it. It's pretty straightforward. You won't be too confused, I promise. So with that being said, make sure your team name is at the top. If you have not used your star yet, star your sheet now. I do not automatically star. So keep that in mind. And here's our first question that'll make it very clear for you. You may know Montana is the 4th largest state, but what is the 5th largest? Ten seconds. Take some notes or make your guess. Now, this is a little clunkier, but flow along with me here. You may know that Jupiter then Saturn are the 2 largest planets in the solar system. What is the 3rd largest planet in our solar system? Ten seconds. Question number 3 in our You May Know round. You may know that Coca-Cola is the most popular soda by sales in the United States. But what is currently the 2nd most popular soda by sales in the U.S.? Ten seconds. Question number 4. You may know that Mount Everest is in Nepal, but where in which country? Great words, Reed. I should have looked it over in my 2 minutes. But in which country is the world's second tallest mountain, K2, located? Couple possible answers for this. Ten seconds. Can take some notes or make a guess. Question number 5. You may know that Yellowstone was the first national park to be inducted and set up in the United States. But what was the second? Yeah, this is just the United States, even though I don't think that matters. 10 seconds. Question number 6. You're starting to see a trend here. You may know Russia is the largest country in the world, but what is the second largest? Going by area, not population. Ten seconds. Question number 7. You may know that Michael Jackson's Thriller is the highest selling album of all time, but what is the second highest selling album? Could be both the band and the name of the album, please. Band, I guess, is your hint. Yeah. Ten seconds. Question number 8, Miss 3 more in our You May Know round. You may know that China and India are the 2 most populous countries in the world. But what is the 3rd most populous country after China and India?
It's a park.
My God, so hot, so freakish. Could you put me in for that yakisoba noodles? Yakisoba, yakisoba, yakisoba. 10 seconds. Question number 9, change it up slightly. You better fucking know that the War of 1812 started in 1812. But when did the Spanish-American War begin? Yes, I am. Thank you.
And you know what? I'll give you within 3 years either side. I'll give you a 6 year span to fill in this.
Gotta throw people a bone, you guys. Come on.
Again, within a 6 year span around the or 3 year span either side of the real date. What year did the Spanish American War begin?
Culottes. Culottes for everybody. Boleros. Boleros for days.
No, I have to be a bolero.
Finally, starting to end of this round with some Montana-ish trivia. You know that Flathead Lake, you may know that Flathead Lake is Montana's largest natural body of water, but what is Montana's largest reservoir? That's French for reservoir. Reservoir. Ten seconds. And just like that, friendos, round number 4 is done. A reminder, if you didn't use your star yet, make sure to circle that star for this final round. You have your 2 minutes starting right now to get all your slips turned in. We'll score them up and find out who the big winners are tonight. The big winners are tonight. Yes.
Or the huge tubby losers.
And set that up. I don't go home complaining.
There you go.
All right, 1 minute down, 1 minute to go to get all your slips turned in, please. All right, just 15 seconds left, folks. This is your last call. Get all your slips turned in, please. Last call. Not at the bar for booze, but for your schlips. Get your schlips up here.
3, 2, 1. Late. Late.
Disqualified, man.
Totally disqualified.
Just so you know, folks, the kitchen is closing now-ish, but you can still get a last-minute order in. Flag down a server or head up to the bar if you need some grud.
Having an epic conversation about what it means to planet and how it got its name.
Which planet were you talking about? Which planet were you talking about?
Well, probably some scientist a long time ago that was like, it would be really funny.
Well, it's actually based on
It's Greek. Yeah.
Greek name for Hades.
I know. Yeah.
It's not funny.
So, like,
So guys like buttholes.
Yeah.
Buttholes. I know. We all get to be sophomoric about that. And like the number 69. We all get to be like, ha 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 ha. I don't know why I even asked
Your
there.
regrowth for your shirt.
Good night, you're welcome. Not everybody gets some. That's a special delivery just for you.
Alrighty, folks. Again, thank you for your patience. Some interesting guesses. I had to double check on stuff, but we're ready to rock. Before we hit these answers, though, some quick shameless self promotion. I spend like way too much time on these, like 12 to 14 hours of my life, making sure that everything's really well researched. There's only one clear answer for that. If you find value in that, give me money so I can drink tonight till I can't feel feelings, please. For the love of God. Even a couple bucks would really, I'm willing to go right down to rubbing alcohol at this point. So, I mean, $2, that's 2 full bottles of isopropyl. Let's get crazy. Oh, shiz girl, let's party. Let's check those answers, though, to round number 4. Are you may know, but did you know round? The 5th largest state's actually New Mexico. A lot of you guess Nevada. Nevada is close, but New Mexico's got it beat. You'll find a lot of these are like, oh, that one was close, but the next one's got it beat. Speaking of which, you got Jupiter the biggest, Saturn the second, and then it's Uranus. Uranus. Neptune is close, but Uranus beats it out. It beats me in, baby. This is a little hard. Some people said Diet Coke. I believe that falls under the Coke brand, but Dr. Pepper actually just this year surpassed Pepsi. It was like stories in the news. A pepper flavor versus a cola is finally riding numero dos up there. Though Pepsi can't be far behind for nightmare people. This actually had 2 different answers. I took either one of them. I decided not to ask for both or anything. But it's on the border of Pakistan and China, of all places. Though the mountain range it is the highest mountain in does go into northern India. So India's not a bad guess, but is right on this kind of disputed and undefined border between China and Pakistan. Oh, a huge chunk of land that isn't defined between China and Pakistan? What could possibly go wrong? Yellowstone was the first. Almost all you said Yosemite, but Sequoia National Park came in before Yosemite by like 6 weeks. Again, kind of a dick question, but now you know. And the more you know, the more you know. I need beer. Please fucking tip me. Moving on to number 6. Russia is the largest country by area in the world. The second largest, good old Canada. They're not even a real country anyway. We like maple trees and hockey and sun. Michael Jackson's still their highest selling album. Sorry, this is going to bounce back. Yeah, you ready for this? Most you guessed the Beatles album. AC/DC's Back in Black is the second highest selling album in history. According to the fuck I know, Google it yourself, bro. I think there's a lot of ways to measure like best selling, but I know this was back. They were both back when they were like actual albums, and people wanted more than they wanted. Dear produce, which color to play? The third most populous country in the world is the United States of America. Right now, India and China are battling back and forth at the first with over 1 billion people each. And the U.S. is sitting back and being like, hold my beer and watch me start a civil war. Take that population right down from 352 million. Again, please buy me beer. 1812 started in 1812. The Spanish-American War began. I gave you guys a 6-year limit to cover. Only one team didn't get it right on, but was within 3 years. 1898. 1898. And again, most people that got it knew the exact year. One team said 1895, and the rest of y'all are just really stupid and should feel bad about yourselves. Like, really bad. How dare you not know? And last but not least, Flathead Lake is the largest natural body of water. I wanted to ask what the largest body of water overall was. And then it was like, I think if you added up the entire Missouri, it'd probably be big. And then I got confused. So I decided to say, give you the reservoir in there. It's quite a few in Montana, but that was Fort Peck. Fort Peck Reservoir. Because of its squiggly coastline, Fort Peck Reservoir has a longer coastline than the state of California. It is massive. You can fit probably 2 to 3 shit small East Coast states in it. And it's shallow and smells bad. So there's that. But you can catch bass. All righty, folks. Let's check your final scores. Yeah, let's do though, just for fun. And again, I got not to put too fine a point on it, but I got a tip jar up here, or there's a little Venmo thing that somebody convinced me to get. Let's check your final scores, find out who our winners are. Yeah, you know what? You guys get out of here. Sick of you. Sick of you. I love them both. I love them. And them in my heart. Here we are on those final scores of the night.
Huh? Yeah, close the front zipper. Close that one. Close that, the front zipper, the front zipper. And pick up the whole thing and swing it up. And it's in the little white tubey one. I don't think it's the one with the tampons. I think it's the other one, but I'm not sure. There's ibuprofen and oxy, whatever in there. Oxyacetylene.
All righty, friends, and here we are at the top of the list. Thank you, sir. Coming in first. Let's see, give it back. Coming in first place, getting $30 tonight. His stupidest timeline. So they took a tumble in the final round a little bit. They came out with 43 of a possible 50. That's awesome. 50 Shades of Gandalf the Grey got 39 points tonight. And with 37 coming in third is Recrudescence. Is that how you'd say it? Who are you?
Surprise, surprise, always winning.
Only rubbing alcohol for you, Reed. Thank you.
I really wanted to be a kid. And I was like, oh, it's a baby. That's no fun.
Again, 50 Shades of Gandalf Grey. Come on up and grab your prize, my darling. And again, thank you all so much for coming down. We don't need to get into it, but it's nice to know you turd burglars are out there in this big silly world we live in. Makes me kind of have like a calm little moment, be like, well, at least these actually intelligent, but also drinking assholes are out here forging it through with the rest of us in the world. One lovely evening. Hurt your face. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
Are you? Oh, you could interrupt me anytime. I was just laughing. Yeah, I know, right? Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for coming down.
Friends.
Thank you. That's so funny. With younger folks, like, oh, you weren't there when, like, you weren't like fully active when like Bush was free.
Not for you.
Like, for Dewey Dog. He's gonna be so excited. You can't have my beer though. It's all for me tonight. I don't want to feel feelings though, but I don't want.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway. Yeah. I'll see you later, my friend.
Aren't you looking at me?
Hurt you, hurt you.
Got you on the flippity
Yes.
dip? Remember, aren't we all? She'll say what do? What do? I'm gonna let the boy out for a loop and then I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go home. It's just my nightly news shows to go home to and I don't want it. But I don't want it. Yeah, you guys discuss what I'm down for one week.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
It's so it just
Be embarrassed by?
no, it just pisses me off, and I'm like, excuse me,
They wanted to touch.
I'm like, you're in my urinal. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Seriously. You're both on the.
Please. Yes. Abort. Abort. Shift.